Morning folks, right, on the workbench today I'm going to have a go at this French Guard artillery limber train. So I've made a start, I've undercoated the horses and undercoated the men. As you can see in my usual brown, and you've got an undercoat on the limber and the Canon. So we're going to have a crack on with this. Next thing I'm going to do is the halter around the horse's necks, and plan is to try and get this done today. We shall see. Okay, back in a tick. Okay, so where we are, let's look. I've done another dry brush on these this limber and added a green wash. I think you can probably see that. That's the that's the army painter quick shade. I couldn't think of the words. I've also green washed the cannon body and the wheels and the ammunition chest. The riders have had the blue on, so we've got the blue, basic blue tunic. I've gone with the blue. See, some seem to have a grey blue or a grey, and then the Perrys have used a blue on their website, so that'll be good enough for me. I'll just move this light out of the way, and then the horses, the ridden horses, I've just put the blue portmanteau and blanket on, or whatever it is, and I've added the green and again a green wash onto the yoke or halter. Same with that horse. That's the two ridden horses, and then the unridden horses, I've had the green halter. I did the ropes and the yellowy bits on the horse, fetlocks and nose before I filmed. So next stage, I think I'm going to go for a beige set of what would you call it? Strapping webbing on the horse rather than the white. I did a white the other day, but I think I'm going to try the beige or buff colour and see what that looks like. So that's, I think, my next task. Carry on with the figures. Have some more on the figures. Once the blue's dried, got to put the stainer on that, and for that I use that'll be the army paint blue tone. That's what I put on for the uniform. Might lighten it up a bit, and then it's basically red trim everywhere, red epaulets, red plume, red cords. No, there's no cords. There's I may have to leave the plume till last, because as you can see I use that to hold on to, unless I use the whip to hold on to. Anyway, yeah, so quite a bit of red. So it's red on the figures, buff on the straps. I think that's where I'm going to be going. Okay, anyway, back in a tick. Okay, well, here we are back. The horses, the traces, God, that took some doing. I mean, they look really good, I think so, even if I do say so myself, but it seems to have taken hours to paint all these little beige straps everywhere on the yoke and on the harness and whatever else. That was a long job, but that's most of it done now on the horses. The ridden horses have got to have black leather work, and then I'm going to put some red edging on the box at the back. Is it portmanteau or whatever it's called at the back of these? I'm going to put some red on the edge there, and then I'm going to highlight the blue with a pale blue, and then highlight the straps again, go over all those. Shouldn't take as long this time. And then virtually the horses, well, we got some white on the fetlocks and the nose, and then we'll have some silver metalwork, and the horse's eyes white, of course, as well. and then the horses will be done. Now, that's actually most of the limber team work, isn't it? So the limber's still there, and the gun, I haven't done any more to that, and the 2 riders, I haven't done any more to those. So anyway, that's the horses. That's where the time is taken, painting those. Obviously, you can see the amount of strapping you've got on each horse, and it all has to be neat and steady as you do it. And when you go over, you've got to clean it off, touch up whatever you've gone over, and start again. So, right. Oops, sorry. Right. Okay. Anyway, back on with the horses. I'll be back in a tick. Right, here we are. Back with the horses. They are finitoed. Totally finished now. I've done everything. Stain and varnish on some parts. Not so much on the others. I'm pleased with them. They do look a bit pretty. That's the only trouble. I found it difficult to... Perhaps that's the way they've got to look. I've added a shade on the leatherwork, on the beige leatherwork, but I actually preferred it without that shading, but it was just looking too flat. So the blue I've shaded, that's yet to be matted down. Well, all the figures have got to be matted down, but they are finished. So well pleased with those. That's our horses for the guard limber team. The limber and gun is all now stain and varnish. I can put it together. It's just then the black metalwork to paint on that, and the Canon to paint. The riders are now going to take my wrath, as they say. It's white and red basically now, and then finish off the black bits and pieces. So I'll get stuck in with that, and I'll then come back to you and let you see how I've got on. So back in a tick. Well, there we are, back. Just a second or two for you, but for me several more hours. Spent a wet it's a Thursday today, so a wet Thursday afternoon getting this finished. It's, I don't know what it is. It's the bits and pieces that take the time, isn't it? 5 hours ago I was nearly done. 5 hours later I'm about to base this up. I mean, I'm pleased with how it looks. I'm going to leave the gun loose, so I'm going to I shall glue the limber on, but leave the gun loose so it can be removed. This is the MDF base it's all going to go on. Obviously I removed the horses from the 2 pieces they're on. That's our riders. Come out looking pretty good, I think. I'm well pleased with that. As I say, it's the first one of these I've ever painted in 25mm, and I think I've done okay. This is the beige, I say, strapping. I did put a dry brush of another colour on, so I have shaded it, but I think it actually looked better than just the one coat. But there we go. So I'll get this all based up. I've got to do matte varnish and then do the basing, and then I'll come back and show you what I've done. But yep, well pleased with that. I'll put those back. That's basically what it's going to look like, but with a nice pretty base. Okay, so I'll be back in a tick. Oh yeah, well, there we go, it's done. It's finitoed. I think the finishing of it took twice as long as the actual painting of it. Just so many little fiddly bits. Just do this and just do that. And, I don't know. Then I had to change one of the bits, and that was wrong. And oh god. But anyway, I got there in the end. Now I think it looks rather spiffy. Say, I've never done a guard limber before. I've just noticed just brush some flock everywhere. Just put the flock on. Yeah, I'm well chuffed with that. I don't think I've missed anything. I'm sure I'll find something I've missed. like we all do, don't we? Yeah, I do like the lead pair, whatever they're called, the harness pair. I do like those on horses, all that strapping. I say I did this in it's in a buff. I did this in a buff colour and then dry brushed. I think next time I may even leave just the buff colour. Just brush that down a bit. The flock, the static in the flock gets everywhere, doesn't it? Yep, I'm well pleased, well pleased. Tried a different red on the plumes. Don't think I like that as much as the very bright plumes. I do like the brighter red, but it's okay. This was sort of a cardinal red, similar one to I used to on one of the generals in the week. But now there we go. And what I've also done, I've left the gun loose, so with the ammo chest. So for games, it can just be a limber team if we need be. Anyway, there we go. I'll put some stills up at the end of this, see what it looks like. But that's today. I've done it today. It's taken too long. I won't say how many hours. It took me too long, but I say it wasn't really the painting of it. It was the finishing of it. That's what took the time. Why, I don't know, but it did. Must be me. I'm getting old, so that's probably why it just took me longer to sort out. But there we go. That's me show and tell on the Guard, French Guard Horse Artillery Limber Team and 6-pounder gun. Okay, thanks a lot and bye for now.